Good morning. Let us start number system class 7, question number 73. Some questions are based upon division. That means you have to understand the concept of division, all the terms and terminologies of division. See here. The number by which you divide another number is called a divisor. The number by which you divide another number is called a divisor. This is your dividend, means the number in which you divide, that is called dividend. This is your quotient, means what is the complete number after division of one number by another is called quotient. Again, if something remains here, that is called remainder. If something remains here, that is called remainder. That means this is your divisor, this is your dividend, this is your quotient, and this is your remainder. That means you must know the placement of all the four terms. That means here will be the divisor, here will be the dividend, here will be the quotient, and here will be the remainder. See an example. This is 9 divided by 4, here will be 2, and here will be only 1. 4 2 is 8, 9 minus 8 is 1 here, okay? That means 4 is your divisor, 9 is your dividend, 2 is your quotient, and 1 is your remainder. Whenever the number is completely divisible by the divisor, the remainder comes only 0. See here example of that. 5, 10, 2, remainder 0. Since 10 is a dividend which is divided by 5, quotient is only 2 and remainder is 0. If the remainder is 0, that means this dividend is completely divisible by the divisor. See here. Now make a formula here. That means see here. You can write 9 equals to 4 into 2 plus 1. You can write 9 equals to 4 into 2 plus 1. This is your formula. This will be defined in terms like this. See here. Dividend equals to divisor into quotient, divisor into quotient plus remainder. You must note down this formula, remainder. This is your one formula based upon this situation. You can derive another formula from this one. That may be written as divisor equals to dividend minus remainder. Remainder by quotient. This is only derived from this formula. This is called derived formula. This is your main formula. Means you have to remember the main formula at least, that is dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. You can derive from this divisor equals to dividend minus remainder by quotient, and you can derive another formula here, quotient equals to, see here, quotient, this is quotient, suppose quotient equals to dividend minus remainder by the divisor. If this comes here, this will be here. Another derived formula can be had, okay? Note down. This is your fundamental of division, okay? Whenever a number is divided by another, the number which is going to be divided is called dividend. The number by which you are going to divide is called divisor. If the result, whatever may be coming here, that is called quotient. If something lives here, that is called remainder. Remainder sometimes may be 0 whenever the number is divisible by the divisor. The dividend is divisible by the divisor, the remainder will be always 0. One more thing here, you must note down this as well. See here. This is very important for your knowledge. You must know it. I know very well. remainder is always less than divisor. Remainder is always less than divisor. Means if you divide any number by 5, 5 is your divisor. Remainder will be either 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, nothing else. That means remainder must be less than divisor. Again remember, remainder must be less than divisor. Okay, this must be kept in your mind. Now come to questions based upon this. The first question is question number 73. I am going to solve question number 73. See the PDF assignment. Question number 73. See here. Question number 73 says, if a number is divided by 15, the remainder is 4. What will be the remainder if the same number be divided by 3? Question says, if a number is divided by 15, if a number is divided by 15, if a number is divided by 15, the remainder is 4. You must know all the places. If a number is divided by 15, this is your divisor, the remainder is here. Okay, this is 4. This is unknown to you, this is unknown to you. Question asks you, if the same number be divided by 3, what will be the remainder? That means if the same number be divided by 3, what will be the remainder? This is demanded here. This is your answer. Okay. Now try to solve how the question be a step forward. Suppose when you divide any number by 15, here must be some chances, that is called quotient. Okay. I thought here is a number unknown to me and divisor is 15. That's why whenever this number be divided by 15, the quotient is A. It is supposed. Okay. And remainder is given by the question itself. This is 4. That means according to the formula, this position is equals to this into this plus this. In language, dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. That means here will be 15a plus 4. See here. This was the number when divided by 15, you got chance A and remainder 4. Now question asks you 15a plus 4, this number be divided by 3, what will be the remainder? That means when you divide 15a plus 4 by 3, firstly you have to take 5a chance. 5a into 3, 15a, this must be taken out, this is 0 and 4 must be dropped here. This 4 will be divided by 3 in one chance. 3 1s are 3. This is your remainder and this is your answer. Firstly note down, this is the basic method for this question. Okay, note down. However, this question will be solved through technical approach, tricky approach, that will be saving your time must. Okay. This is very important question for SSC and railway and maybe for bank clerk. Now solve the same question through another way. Whenever a number is divided by 15, there may be chance something 1 2 3 4 5 6 and so on. A number is divided by 15, the chance is A, remainder is 4, your number must be 19. This is such a number, 19 is such a number, when divided by 15 will be giving remainder 4. Now question says 19 be divided by 3, what will be the remainder got? 3 6s are 18 and remainder is 1 here. This is your answer. Exactly same answer came here. Note down. But certainly most of you students thinking here, that why the chance is only 1, chance may be 2 3 4 as well. I am going to show you, whatever the chance be supposed here, remainder will be always coming only 1. See here, if the number is divided by 15, the chance may be 2 as well. This may be 100 as well. This may be 1 lakh as well, 5 lakh as well. Plus remainder 4, 15 2s are 30 plus 4. This is your number, and question asks you this number be divided by 3. What will be the remainder? 3 11s are 33. Again see here, remainder is only 1. That means here the chance be either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or anything. Remainder always be 1. That means this is your definite and correct answer. Note down. Now coming to the technical approach. This was trick, suppose. Now coming to the technical approach. What does technical approach says here? Say here, okay? What does technical approach say here? Here to me. A number is divided by 15, remainder is 4. A number is divided by 15, the remainder is 4. The same number be divided by 3, what will be the remainder? In such a case, what you have to do, listen to me very carefully. You forward here. That means when a number is divided by 15, the remainder is 4, the same number be divided by 3, what will be the remainder coming to? For such type of questions, you have to do only, this remainder must be divided by the second divisor. This remainder must be divided by the second divisor. If 4 is divided by 3, 4 is divided by 3, the remainder will be only 1, and this is your answer. 4 is divided by 3, remainder will be only 1. This is your answer. But we have to know one more thing. This trick or technical approach can be applied only when, if the second divisor, see here, if the second divisor be a factor of the first. If the second divisor be a factor of the first. You must have gone through factor as well in this lesson, in the previous classes, okay? 3 is a factor of 15, as 3 divides completely 15. That means 3 is a factor of 15. When a number completely divides, another number, this number is called the factor of another number. Okay? That means here is a factor. Must revise the trick. If the second divisor is a factor of first divisor, certainly you have to divide this first remainder by the second divisor. You will be getting the answer. Okay? Till today, listen to me, till today the question has asked you all the time, here the number whatever be given was a factor of the first. Okay? Now come to question number 74. Now come to question number 74. This is question number 74. If a number is divided by 16, the remainder is 8. If a number is divided by 16, the remainder is 8. The same number be divided by 8, what will be the remainder? That means the same number will be divided by 8, what will be the remainder? You have to firstly watch whether this is a factor of this or not. This is a factor of this, okay? Factor. That means you have to proceed here. This 8 will be divided by this 8. This remainder will be divided by the second divisor. 8 will be divided by 8, gives remainder 0. This is your answer. Note down. Very easy trick you are going to apply. Very easy trick. It is very easier to remember. It is very easier to apply in the examination hall. It is certainly going to save your time too much. Solve this question 74, putting an example here. Question says, if a number is divided by 16, chance may be 1, 2, 3, anything you may opt, okay? And the remainder is 8, that means your number was 24. For an example, this 24 must be divided by, according to the question, 8. 8 3s are 24, remainder is 0, perfectly here. You may see, this is your answer, this is your answer. Note down. Here 1 may be changed by 2, 3, 4, 5, anything. Now, coming to question number 75. Coming to question number 75. See here. If a number is divided by 18, the remainder is 4. If a number is divided by 18, the remainder is 4. And the same number will be divided by 9, what will be the remainder? Firstly, you have to see here, 9 is a factor of 18 definitely. 9 is a factor of 18 definitely, as 18 is completely divided by 9. That is called factor, okay? Now you have to proceed here. That means this 4, see here, listen very carefully. This 4 must be divided by 9 according to the trick. This 4 must be divided by this 9 according to the trick. But this 4 can't be divided by 9 as 4 is less than 9. That means since 4 is already less than 9, certainly this is your answer. In such type of questions, you get 3 situations here. 3 situations here. Firstly, the point is this divisor must be a factor of that one, okay? This is factor. Thereafter, you proceed here. You divide this remainder by this divisor, second divisor. And here are 3 situations. When you divide this remainder by 9, remainder is less than 9, that is your answer. When you divide this number here, whatever may be anything else, okay, be divided by 9, remainder may be 0. And when you are going to divide this remainder by 9, second divisor, according to the tricky approach, certainly this is less than 9, that's why this is your final answer. 3 situations may come to you, and all the 3 situations are in your examples, okay? Note down. By putting an example, you may see the right answer. 18 1 plus 4 equals to 22. This was your number. 22 must be divided by 9. 9 2 18, and remainder is 4 here. This is your answer. This is your answer. In tricky approach, here is your answer. In the question itself, the answer is. In the question itself, the answer is. According to the steps, you proceeded here to divide 4 by 9, but 4 can't be divided by 9. In such a case, this is your final answer. Now, come to question number 76. Come to question number 76. What does question number 76 say? When a number is divided by 12, the remainder is 4. When a number is divided by 12, the remainder is 4. What will be the remainder when the same number be divided by 7? See here. Firstly, you have to watch whether the second divisor is a factor of the first or not. Certainly here, second divisor is not a factor of the first. That means 7 is not a factor of 12, not a factor here, not a factor. 7 had been a factor of, see here, 7 had been a factor of 12 if 12 must be divided by 7. Since 12 is not divisible by 7, you can say 7 is not a factor of 12, okay? If the second divisor, listen to me, this is your note. If the second divisor is not a factor of the first divisor, you can't answer such type of questions. That means this was given to you solve the question, but this question can't be solved here by you or by any person, as the second divisor is not a factor of the first. That means your answer should be this question can't be solved, can't be answered. See your option. Option number C, can't be determined, means answer can't be determined. This is your final answer. So answer will be can't be said, can't be answered. This is your answer. Means such type of questions can't be solved by anyone, whether mathematics of you may be so much strong. Why not? Okay. Now, some of you must be thinking that I can solve this question. Some of you must be thinking that I can solve this question having this way. See here, 12 1 plus 4 equals to 16 is such a number when divided by 12 remainder is 4. It is correct. Then 16 be divided by 7 implies remainder 7 2s are 14, remainder is 2 again. Thus you thought the answer is coming to me, but see here, when a number is divided by 12 the quotient may be 2 in place of 1, 3 in place of 2, plus 4 28. See here, this is your number, and if this is divided by 7 the remainder is 0. That means as you change here the quotient, the remainder changes every time. See here, another example, 12 3s plus 4, this is your number, and if this be divided by 7, this be divided by 7, remainder is 5. See here, that means whenever you change here the quotients, your remainder changes itself. That means this says definitely answer can't be said, no doubt. There are so many remainders coming to you whenever you change what? Quotients. But if the second divisor had been a factor of the first, certainly by putting 1 2 3 4 5 as quotients, remainder must be the same in all the cases. Okay. Let us note one point here. Note down. If the second divisor is not a factor of the first divisor, such type of questions cannot be solved. Now come to question number 77. Question number 77 says, if a number n is divided by 8, the remainder is 3. If 2n be divided by 8, what will be the remainder? Firstly, grasp the question very well, means understand question what does want to say. Okay, question says, in the last type, divisor 1 and divisor 2 remained changes. Okay, but in this question every time the divisor is same, but the dividend has been changed here. That means the number in which you are going to divide by 8 every time, those were changed here. That means firstly you divided n by 8, now you are going to divide 2n by 8. Put an example here. See here, when a number is divided by 8, quotient is 1 and remainder is 3 by the quotient, that means this number is 11, means n may be 11, not 2n. If n is 11, 2n is 22. And question asks you 22 be divided by 8. What will be the remainder? 8 2 is 16, 6 remaining. This is your remainder and this is your answer. Match the answer from the options. Okay, 6 is your right answer. Note down. But you will be solving such type of questions as well through tricky approach. Note down first. See here. Since n was divided by 8 yielding remainder 3. N was divided by 8 yielding remainder 3. Yielding means giving remainder 3. What will be the remainder when 2n be divided by the same 8? That means your dividend has been doubled. See here, your dividend has been doubled here. Your dividend has been doubled. Certainly your see here, your dividend has been doubled, but the divisors are same every time. That was 8, that is 8. Okay. In such a cases, certainly if you keep the divisors every time same, but the dividend is doubled, certainly the prior remainder will be doubled. This is your trick. That means in such a case you have to double your remainder, and your first remainder was 3. This will be doubled. This will be doubled, and this is your remainder. See here, divisor is 8 and your remainder is still less than the divisor. That means this is the final answer. Note down. This is your trick. Very simply you solve this question. I will dictate you note as well for this situation. Note down. When the divisors are same in both the time, when divisors are same both the time, when divisors are same both the time, but the second dividend is twice the first dividend, remainder must be twice the first remainder. Remainder must be twice the first remainder. This is your tricky approach. Okay. Now you have to think here one point as well in your mind all the time. This is very important. You have to match at the last situation. Remainder must be less than the divisor. Remainder must be less than divisor. Okay. Now come to question number 78. 78 says when a number n is divided by 6, when a number n is divided by 6, the remainder is 5. The remainder is 5. If n square be divided by, if n square be divided by 6, what will be the remainder? See here, I have dictated you as well the language. Divisor 1 is just equal to divisor 2. Listen to me very carefully. Divisor 1 is just equal to divisor 2, but the quotient 1 and quotient 2 are different. It was n, it is n square. That means your dividend became n square. Became n square. Means a square has been done here, but the divisor is same in both cases. That's why you have to square your first remainder. Since your dividend has been squared here, and the divisors are same everywhere, that means your remainder must be squared. That means first remainder was 5. This must be squared. This is 25. This is your remainder. This could have been the answer. Okay, but see here, this point mismatch here, that remainder must be less than divisor. remainder must be less than divisor. Here after applying the trick is same, but after application of trick you got remainder greater than the divisor. That means 25 must be divided again and again by 6 up to final step. That means 6 4s are 20. See here, 6 4s are 24. Now this is your perfect remainder, this is your answer, as this remainder is less than your divisor. 1 is less than 6. This is your final answer. Note down. You have to remember, if divisor 1 and divisor 2 are equal both the time, but the dividend has been changed, certainly that change must be applied to your first remainder. The same change must be applied. Okay, this is a squared here, that means your remainder will be a squared. You did. Okay, here will be 3 cases. Sometimes after application of trick, this will be less than your divisor, that will be the final answer. Sometimes this will be just equal to your divisor, 6 6, in that case remainder will be 0. And sometimes this will be greater than your divisor, this is like that. Then you will have to divide 25 by 6 again till getting the final remainder, and final remainder is 4. Now come to question number 79. Question number 79. When a number n is divided by 4, when a number n is divided by 4, the remainder is 2. N is divided by 4, the remainder is 2. If n square be divided by 4, if n square be divided by 4, what will be the remainder? This is the question. Okay, divisor 1 and divisor 2 are just equal, but the dividend has been changed here, n became n squared, that means it is squared. Okay, that's why you have to square your first remainder. This first remainder will be squared, and this is 4, this is your remainder. But here the divisor is also the same. If I have already told you some seconds ago, if the remainder is just equal to divisor, final answer will be 0. That's why final answer is 0. Since this 4 will be divided by this 4 will be divided by this 4, remainder will be 0. Note down. You may take an example having n equals to chance equal to 1, 2, 3, anything. Now come to question number 80. Now the pattern completely changes here. In question number 80, the pattern completely changed here. See here. Question number 80. Question says, when two numbers are divided by a definite divisor, remainder are 80 and 70 respectively, what will be the divisor if the sum of the numbers gives remainder 60 when divided by the same divisor? What will be the? See here. Question says you, when two numbers be divided by a definite divisor, that means here you divide this number by x, remainder is 80. Question says you divide this number by the same divisor, remainder is 70. Then question says, if you divide the sum of the numbers by the same divisor, that is x, the remainder is 60. Find out the divisor, that means find out the value of x. 80, 70, 60. 80, 70, 60. Let us start in basic method. This question is useful for all examinations, means SSC Railway as well as PO. Okay. See here, if you divide this number, whatever may be the number, if you divide this number by x, certainly here will be some chance, that was supposed A. if the number is divided by x, chance is a and remainder is 80, certainly this number is xa plus 80. Again, this number is another number from this one, b divided by same divisor x, chance will be b here suppose. This number will be xb plus 70. That means you got both the numbers here. First number was xa plus 80 and another number was xb plus 70. Question says add these two numbers. You are going to add these two numbers, xa, xb. If we added, it becomes xa plus b, x common a plus b, and 80 plus 70, this is your 150. I added both the numbers here. The result is this one. Question says you this must be divided by x, this must be divided by x. If you divide this by x, chance will be a plus b, here will be x a plus b, this will be cancelled, and see here 150 dropped here. Now see very much carefully, just like as a parrot, okay. This 150 be divided by x, remainder is 60 here. Very carefully listen to me, okay. See here, if 150 be divided by x, the remainder must be 60 here. For the maintaining of that situation, here should be only 90. 150 minus 90 equals to 60. That means it is obvious to you all, here should be only 90, nothing else. Here should be only 90, nothing else. But see here the concept. That means if 90 came here, certainly x was 90. If I say certainly x was 90, this is completely wrong. However, finally 90 will be the right answer. But if I say here, if this is 90, certainly x is 90, this is completely false statement. See here, if you divide a number, here may come 4, here may come 8 as well, here may come 12 as well. Means you take a chance here 1, 2, 3, like this may be 4, 8, 12, anything, fold of 4, but not all the time. This is 4 only should be here, okay. If this is 90, this must be 90. 45 also. If the divisor is 45, 2s are 90 may come here, okay. This may be 30, this may be 15, this may be 10, anything. X equals to anything of them. But exactly you have remembered, you must know yourself, remainder must be less than divisor. Now suppose 90, 45, 30, 15, 10 all are possible for the values of x. But this contradict all the values and only one, this must be accepted as your answer. That means x equals to 90 only. This is your final answer, x equals to 90. Why? As the remainder must be less than the divisor. If you suppose divisor x equals to 45, 45 is your divisor, remainder can't be 80, remainder can't be 70. That's why all this will be declined, cancelled, neglected. Note down. This is your basic method for this question. I will be getting you another way through tricky approach, somewhat just like a formula that you have to remember for such type of questions. You will be solving such type of questions within 3 or 4 seconds only. Okay? Note down first. Now, what is the tricky approach for this question? Question had told you, if a number is divided by x, the remainder is 80. If another number be divided by x, the remainder is 70. And if the sum of the numbers be divided by x, the remainder is 60. find out the divisor. Find out the divisor. In such a case, you have to add this remainder to this and subtract this remainder. That means here 10, 80, 90. This is your answer. Thus you got answer. That means complete formula must be written here like this: divisor equals to R1 plus R2 minus R3. This is your formula. First number must be added to second, first remainder must be added to second remainder, and then third remainder be taken out from that. Okay, divisor equals to R1 plus R2 minus R3. In such a situation, you will be getting answer within 2 or 3 seconds only. Okay, note down. Now, come to question number 81. Completely the same question. 81. See here. Question number 81 says, when two numbers are divided by a definite divisor, remainder is 70 and 50. Remainder is 70 and 50. Question says, when the sum of the numbers is divided by the same divisor, remainder is 40. Remainder is 40. Find out the definite divisor. That means when you divide two numbers by the same divisor, first remainder is 70, second remainder is 50, and when the sum of the numbers be divided by the same divisor, the third remainder is 40. You have to point out the value of the divisor. In such a case, you remember divisor equals to R1 plus R2 minus R3. That's why 70 plus 50 minus 40, and this is your final answer. 80 must be the right answer. Note down. Now come to next question. Next question is totally based upon the same situation, but a bit of change has been done to the question. In earlier two questions, divisor was to be pointed out by you, but in this question, the next question coming to you, in this question, divisor is given. Divisor is given, and the third remainder is to be pointed out. That means in prior questions you had this, this and this, and must got this one. But in this question you have this, 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 and you have to point out this value. Same formula would be applied. Firstly, go through the question. 82. Question says, if the number gave remainder 90 and 60 respectively when two numbers are divided by a definite divisor, 90 and 60. Two numbers are divided by the same divisor, remainders are 90 and 60. When two numbers are here, go forward. Next. What by 100? Divisor is 100 here. Question says divisor is 100 here. What will be the remainder if the sum of the numbers be divided by 100? That means R3 has been demanded. See here. Question says, if two numbers are divided by 100, the remainders are 90 and 60. If the sum of those two numbers be divided by 100 itself, what will be the remainder? The same question is divisor equals to R1 plus R2 minus R3. That's why 100 equals to 90 plus 60 minus R3. Now solve. R3 equals to 50. This is your final answer. R3 equals to 50. This is your final answer. Note down. Now, question number 82 is the last question of today's class. Certainly in next class we will be solving from question number 83 and number system class 8. Okay, you must note down, firstly must visit the video twice, at least twice, then make a copy. From that question must be written to your copy, and then the solution whatever I have given to you through videos. Okay, you have to note down. That will be your fair copy for each and every question dealt by me here. Okay, thank you.